What's going on, everybody? Southern Standards back with you with another video. And in this video, I just want to talk to you guys about my plans and future plans for the car. So, as you know, you may not know, I've done a good bit to it. Example, the window tint, the exhaust, the seat covers, and all that stuff. That has all kind of, and the wheels. And the tinted tail lights and all that. So that's stuff that I've kind of done just as a project. I don't plan to have this car forever. This is just kind of my ride to point A to point B. And a lot of people say, they're like, well, it's just a car to get me from point A to point B. Yeah, true. It is. It gets me where I need to go. It's not a junker. Nowhere near to it. It's a really nice car. And I'm just thankful that my mom and dad were able to give it to me and let me be able to drive it as my first car. It's a 5-speed. My very first car that I've actually been able to drive since. It was my first car to drive when I turned 16. And then when I drove by myself at 17? Nope, 16. Okay, no, sorry. 15 and 16. And I'm blessed to be able to do that, and I'm blessed that they had a car that they were able to get me, or give to me. My dad used to drive it back and forth to work, and then it kind of became mine, and I just started, doing stuff to it. And I think the first thing because I used to ride, I don't know if you guys know this or not, or maybe you do. You might do it yourself, and you might have done it when you were younger or whatever, but I used to ride, the first exhaust thing I did to it was I took these, like, washer spacers. They were, like, that big around. Not very big, just big enough. So what I would do is my exhaust under that car, and really any car. My buddy's car has it, one of my buddy's truck has it, and then one of my buddies just has his truck straight pipe with these huge tips welded onto it. I actually did it to my buddy's truck Saturday, and I did it, or car. But you take these little washer spacers, they're like, not too big, and most cars, pretty much every car, except my buddy's girlfriend's car, hers was like, her pipe was welded on, so even when we undid those, we still couldn't get it because it was welded together. And so I don't know why they put that little connection, but don't want to get too off topic. But I don't know why I keep squatting down. I feel like I need to get in the camera. But you unscrew, there's these connectors that connects like your catalytic converter and your O2 sensor up here that goes into the engine manifold. And then this part, so it connects right here. And then there's your muffler and resonator back here that goes out to the back of the exhaust. And so there's these bolts that connect the pipe, and you can unscrew them. And on the studs, when you take the nuts off on the stud, you slide however big you want your gap, or however many spaces you want. You slide them on there, tighten it back up. And what it does is basically creates an exhaust leak, and your gap. I've had my gap like that big before, and then I got it straight piped, of course. But I've had my, it makes, however many spaces you add, that's how big your gap's gonna be. And it cuts off. What it does is before the air gets to the resonator into the muffler, it cuts it off right there, so it comes out right there, instead of going through all that. And the resonator muffler, all that does is cancels out noise. It takes noise away and sets the tone of it. So, my plans for the car, I kind of went off topic there, but I used to ride around like that a lot. And then one time I actually took the whole exhaust piping off of the car, everything, all the way up into the engine. It was all off. So, I've done that before. It sounded like crap, but I thought it sounded great. It just had this, it was a terrible sound. Terrible sound. But then I put it back on and got a straight pipe, so I'm happy with it. That lady, so I have neighbors down there, and this lady's probably staring at me like I'm crazy, but probably thinks I'm talking to myself. But I got it straight pipe. I'm happy with it right now. I mean, I wish in the future we're gonna move. In the future, I plan, after I get a truck and whatever, I plan to do other things to the exhaust when I got more time and after I get what I want, because I really want a truck. And so I'll spend money, but I kind of set like a limit to how much I'm going to spend. Because I always have in the back of my head, you're going to spend this much and then you need to work hard, even harder to get that back and more. So if I'm going to spend it, I'm going to work for it back. But she's looking at me. But, I want a truck because well, the number one reason why I want a truck really is the exhaust, and I can do a whole lot more with it, with lights, underglow lights. I can put a flagpole on it, put tips on it. I mean, I can put tips on my car, but it's not the same. It'd be a whole lot louder than that car, four-wheel drive. I can do just a bunch of different stuff that's really hard to do, or not able, like roof racks. Not like I put that on the truck. But, if I wanted to, I could do that. Just different stuff. So this car, it's really good for now. It's like I said, it's a 5-speed. Not many people know how to drive sticks and stuff. So, but my future plans for the car is wheel spacers. I want wheel spacers because I want the wheels to stick out a little bit. I want to do exhaust work. So there's these things called long tube headers or Texas headers. And I'm not quite sure what exactly they're for other than power and stuff. But if it's possible, I want to get those, but I don't think it's possible. They're not street legal. But just stuff like that. And even a Mustang, for example. Just for example. You can do a whole lot with the exhaust on those too. Really loud. My car is a 4-cylinder car, so yeah. If y'all got any exhaust ideas to make it louder, I mean it's pretty loud right now. I'll probably get some exhaust clips for you guys so y'all can have an idea of what it sounds like. It's loud, but a truck would be a whole lot louder. So I want to do wheel spacers. I want to get the hood fixed where the clear coat's coming off. I want to get halos in it, if possible. I know it's possible, it's just... And then I want new headlight covers. And then... maybe some engine modification, I don't know. I got one more year left of school. And my plans are to go in the Air Force and do that. And really, I want to go in the Air Force and be a cop. So, I probably might not get a truck till after, I start working, in a career job. And if that's the case, it's okay. But these are just plans. I'm not going to stop trying to get a truck because, when summer comes, I'll be making a whole lot more money. So, I put that towards it. And possibly near the end of summer. We're still in winter, as y'all know and are aware. But if I start saving back up and getting the money back up in the account, $1,000-something, by the end of summer, I should have enough for a truck, a decent truck. Not no 2017, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, or 10. But if I get it back up right now, start saving, I still got a good chunk of money. That's not the point. I can't stand those people that are like, oh yeah, they flex all the time. And they're like, oh yeah, I got 14 grand in the bank. Or people that are just make themselves out to be something they're not, where they have all the nice stuff and all the nice things and want to set themselves up to these standards and set themselves up to something that they're not. I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be like that. I want to be true to who I am and true to what I have. And if I got a lot of money, I want to be genuine with it. I don't want to be like, I want to be real. I don't want to be fake. And there's a lot of people that go around and they got all these nice things. And then you got some people that go around and look at these people with nice things and they act like they deserve it. And they work hard for it. They deserve it. Well, just because you can't have it, you want it, doesn't mean you deserve it. But the bottom line is, if you work hard and you strive for something and you set a goal and you work really, really hard for it, you can get anything you want. You can do anything you want. Hard work is the key to, it's one key to happiness, because if you don't work hard for something, then 2 years later you're going to be like, man, you're going to want this car, and you're going to be like, man, if I would have worked hard for it and saved up for it, I would have had that car by now. Live in the future. Don't live in the past. Start right now. If you want something, work for it right now. Whatever you're doing right now, whatever you want, just start right now. Start saving right now. Open a bank account up right now. Just do it. Don't just sit back in the future and be like, well, if I would have worked for it, I could have had it by now. No, don't live like that. Be like, get it now. Work for it. Start right now. Saving. Setting a goal. Whatever it might be, whatever your goal is, just start right now. And you can have it. And that's what I'm doing. I'm working for it. Hard work, anything good takes time. And that's true right there. Anything good takes time. Because if you just get something and you rush for it and you get everything you want right then, you're not as genuine about things. You don't appreciate things as much when you get them right when you want them. Right on your time. But when you get them on God's time and the right time, that's what sets it all apart. Hard work pays off, the right time pays off, God's time pays off. And when it's on His time, it's the right time. And when it's the right time, it's the right time. So don't give up, don't quit, don't get discouraged. Just keep working towards it. And I'm going to do it, and I hope you will too. So I think that's pretty good on this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I got a little off topic. I'm sorry. Don't forget to like 330. Don't forget to add 334 on Instagram. If you want to join it, like I said, just send in the picture to us and we'll get you posted. And basically how you join is you just get posted on there. So yeah, so don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It'll help me out a whole lot. Howdy on. But as always, I will catch you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.